Good morning, dear students. A warm welcome to the online class. I think all are safe in your house. So, I will go to the today's portion, that is about the advertisement. In the previous class, we already discussed about the internet advertising, and today my topic is about the different models of advertising. Okay. So, in today's class, we must study around 13 models which are used for internet advertising. So, this is today's topic. So, what is the meaning of internet advertising? That means the internet media is used for attracting the customers and flourishing our market. That is about the products which are marketed by the different business organization. So, for this purpose we use the method, different models of internet advertising. I already told there are 13 different internet advertising models. So, first of all, we must study about the first type, that is banner advertising. What is the meaning of a banner? It is a type of a logo. Likewise, the banner advertising, it is a traditional method and it is used by the most of the advertisers for advertising their product. So, it is a classic form of advertising, that is banner advertisement. It traditionally appears the rectangular graphics on the top of the website page. So, the place of the banner advertisement, that is in a rectangular graphics, and it is shown on the top of the page. Then banner advertisements have been used for many years and it replaced the old traditional method of advertisement. So, we must use GIF, JPG or animated models for this banner advertisement. For this, we already told it is on the top of the web page and or along the side of the web page it will appear. It will appear in different forms like the forms, styles and the file sizes and in different dimensions. The important method of posting banner it is classified according to the payment system. There are 4 methods included in the banner advertisement. It is the categorization, the base of the categorization, that is the payment system. How the payment is charged by the search engines for this advertising. Okay. So, in this banner advertisement there are 4 classification. First one CPC, second one CPI, third one CPA and fourth one CPL. Okay. So, these are the 4 different types included in the banner advertisement. First one, that is CPC, that is cost per click. When you click on the advertisement, then the advertiser must pay a remuneration or a payment for the service which they acquired. So, that is the first one, that is cost per click or pay per click. For one click you must give the rate fixed by the publishers. So, CPC or PPC is a form of internet marketing wherein the advertisers pay the search engine or the publishers of the ads whenever their ads are clicked. That is the important factor of CPC. It is defined as the amount spent to get an advertisement click. So, if the user wants to get the advertisement, they must pay for one click. CPC is also defined as an online advertising payment model in which payment is based solely on qualifying click through. When you click, if there is no click, there is no payment. If you click, then you must pay a particular amount which is fixed by the search engine companies. Normally search engines like Google, Yahoo and Bing either charges the advertisers a flat rate for the CPC or let them bid for paid inclusion. Sometimes they fix a flat rate for particular click, or they will give it an auction, or it will let them to bid for the payment. Okay. On the other hand, the bid-based CPC entails a private auction wherein the search engine company or the publisher invites interested parties to bid for inclusion on their search engines or the website. So, in this case, if the search engines used the advertisement, then the bid-based CPC is entails the private auction engine company or the publisher. If they are interested parties to bid, they will entrust the job or the opportunity to fix the bid or the auction. Okay. So, this is about the CPC, that is cost per click. Then the second point, that is CPI, that is cost per impression. In this case, we must think about the mile or the impressions. So, certain companies, the letter M is used for notifying the miles or the thousands. It is a Roman numeral, that is the M is used for the impressions. So, CPI means that the advertiser pays each time the advertisement appears on the publisher's page. When the publisher see the advertisement, at that time they will give the payment. Okay. So, it means CPI means that the advertiser pays each time the advertisement appears on the publisher's page. The most common way of referring to this model is cost per mile. I already told it is a Roman word which denotes thousands or the miles. So, it is also known as CPI, is also known as the name CPM, that means cost per mile. This is how a campaign is normally priced when brand awareness or exposure is the primary goal. If the business organization or the advertisement, the primary goal is the exposure or brand awareness, then they will choose this CPI method. And the third one under banner advertisement, that is CPA, that means cost per action. When you take an action, then they will pay the reward or the remuneration which is fixed by the search engine companies. Another form of pricing is the CPA or the cost per action, which is also known as cost per conversion. Then this is defined as the cost entailed to the advertiser based on the users performing a certain predefined action. So, if the predefined action is fixed by the advertiser, if any user use this predefined action, they will give a payment. For instance, it is common for many websites to request users who click on ads and arrive on their home pages to sign up for their newsletters or register themselves or request for a contract. Sometimes in the home page they will give an instruction to sign up or register or give a request. This type of action is predefined by the advertisement company. When any user apply this action, then they will pay the amount for the search engine companies. In the CPA pricing model, the advertiser pays the publisher only when the users perform the defined action, and when contrasted with the CPC, which is simply based on click through, the CPA is more effective in adding value of the advertiser. So, in the case of CPA, the user must perform or made an action which is predefined. At that time, it is more effective in adding value of the advertisement. So, if the advertisement company is used the CPA, it gives a more goodwill or more effective or give a adding value for the organization. And the fourth one, that is the CPL, that is cost per lead. CPA and CPL seems like as both are based on the action or lead occurring after the click through, there are some important difference between them. The action in the case of CPA and CPL is same because there is an action or lead behind a click. Okay. But the main difference between CPA and CPL is that the lead can be as simple as leaving one's contact information on the website and also includes a basic group or request for more information. So, that is the difference between CPA and CPL. So, in the case of CPL, it leads to a basic knowledge or the personal information about the user. So, one's contact information and the other information related to that particular person is or can reach by sign up or request for by the lead performance, that is the action done by the user. So, that is the difference between CPA and CPL. So, these are the four methods which are used in the case of the banner advertisement. What are the four types? That is CPC, that is cost per click, then CPI, that is cost per impression, then CPA, that is cost per action, and the fourth one CPL, that is cost per lead. So, these are the payment related banner advertisement. Okay. If any action is done by the user, they will give a payment. And the second type of internet advertisement, that is the floating advertisement. It is float on the website. In the previous case, then on the banner advertisement, we told that it is shown on the top of the website. But in the case of the second one, that is floating advertisement, it is shown on the website on the floating or stay on the window in a particular or specified time, that is 10 or 30 seconds. After that it will be eliminated or it will be hid by the search engines companies. Okay. So, these advertisements appear on the window of the user. These may float or stay on the window for a specified time of 10 to 30 seconds. Floating ads generally have escape options such as close or exit button. These are the two buttons which will operate the floating advertisement, that is close or exit. While they are on the screen, it is difficult to view the matter on the page we are trying to read, and they often block mouse input as well. That is the main drawback of the floating advertisement. While they are on the screen, we can't exit or trying to, when you try to read, it will block by the mouse on the input. These advertisements appear each time that page is refreshed. When you refresh the home page, at that time always it will show the advertisement which is the floating advertisement. So, what are the several important reasons why it is popular? The most important or popular advertisement media, that is the floating advertisement. What is the reason? There are four factors which is characterized or give importance to the floating advertisement. First one, they take the viewer's attention and cannot be ignored. Second one, they are animated. They have audio or video content like a TV advertisement. And the fourth one, they can take up the entire screen. Therefore, from a branding standpoint, they are much more powerful than a banner ad or a sidebar ad. And the last one, they have a high click-through rate. So, these are the 5 factors or the features of floating advertisement. These 5 features give importance or it will lead to the popularity of the floating advertisement. Many visitors get highly irritated because of these advertisements, because it is shown only 10 to 30 seconds. That is the main drawback of the floating advertisement. Then the next one, third one, that is interstitials, is the third type of internet advertisement model. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, interstitial means an intervening space, usually empty. It is a narrow view to the advertisement. That is an important factor of the interstitials. Okay. So, as per the Oxford English Dictionary, intervening space, especially a relative small or narrow space between things, a narrow opening, chink or cravat. Okay. So, that is the importance of the interstitials, that is it gives a small or narrow space between things or narrow opening, that is the chink or crevice. Okay. That is the important one. So, if we go to one page and when we search another page or jump to the next page, we give a space. At that time we will see the advertisement, that is interstitials. So, interstitial pages are a form of advertisement that is shown between pages on a website. That is an important factor. It is shown on the between the pages. If there is two web pages, in between this we will see the advertisement, that is interstitials. As you click from one page to another, you are shown this advertisement before the next page is shown. These appear as pop-up windows displaying a message. Because interstitials load in the background, they are preferred way of delivering advertisements that contain large graphics, streaming media or applets. These are the three important features of interstitials. What are they? It gives a graphic representation and streaming media and applets. These are the three features of the interstitials. An interstitial page might open and close automatically. That is also an additional feature of the interstitials. Open and close is automatically done by the search engines. These can be highly effective if done well. Alternatively, they can be quite annoying. That is a drawback. It is always interrupt or given disturbance to the users. Interstitials can be quite profitably trained to appear during file download, because why it is told as annoying, because if we search or goes to from one page to another page, then it will show the advertisement. Sometimes it will be irritated by the users. That is the main drawback of the interstitials method. If they are interesting, they will remain on screen for a far longer than the usual banner. That is an advantage of the or the good feature of the interstitial. It will stay at long period. Okay. The next one, unicast advertisements. Unicast advertisement is a basically new form of television advertisement. Okay. It is a new representation or new dress for the television, all the traditional advertisements. So, unicast ads have the advantage of sound, picture, color and movement and are mostly animated. So, these are the main features of unicast advertisement. What are they? Sound, picture, color, movement and give an animation or animated representation. These run like television commercials in a separate window. It has enriched audio or video content. The advertisement can last anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. That is the drawback. It will stay only to 10 to 30 seconds. These advertisements have similar branding power as a TV commercial. However, a unicast ad offers something additional that TV advertisements cannot, that is the ability to click on the ad for more information. That is the difference between traditional method and the modern method. So, if you want or the detailed information about that particular advertisement, you can click on the advertisement. So, at the time of clicking on the advertisement, you give a more information about the product or any other thing. Okay, that is which are enclosed in the advertisement. But in the olden times, in the traditional method, we can't click on the advertisement. Okay. These advertisements are getting very effective as the average click through rate is high. So, the effectiveness and the rate of the this model, that is the traditional modern unicast advertisement model, gives a more popularity because it have a high rate of advertisement. Then next one, the pop-up advertisement. It contains a pop-up ad. What is the meaning of pop-up? That is, it gives a separate window and advertisement will be displayed on a separate window. So it is called by the name pop-up advertisement. When a person visits a website containing a pop-up ad, a separate window pops up and the advertisement will be displayed in the window. So, the advertisement is shown in a separate window. If the user wants to show or wants to see the advertisement, then goes to the separate window. So, that is an important advantage of the pop-up advertisement media. And the next one, that is contextual advertisement. It contains certain contents about the advertisement. So, the name is contextual advertisement. Contextual advertising is a type of online advertising commonly used for content based website. That is an important factor, and it is the reason to name it is a contextual advertisement, because the common factor is used, that is the content based website. With the contextual advertising, targeted advertisements appear based on the page's actual content. Actual content is only enclosed in the contextual advertisement. First, a contextual advertising system scans the text of the web page for a keyword phrases. So, all the phrases which are enclosed or embedded in the contextual advertisement, it will be scanned by the advertising system. Then the system returns specific targeted advertisements based on the content people are viewing. This is becoming very popular as the advertisement can be targeted based on the visitors' interest. Many visitors are very much interested, and in the public place they will give a more popularity for this contextual advertisement, because it is scanned by the advertisement system and it will give only the content of the advertisement. So, it will save time also. The next one, advertorials. That is, advertorials is a form of advertisement in the newspaper. Sometimes the main advertisement in the traditional period, it will be shown on the newspaper or magazines or any websites. For replacing this old traditional method, the new method is used for the reading or to search the any information, to give any news. For this purpose, we use advertorials. Okay. So, giving information about the product in the form of an article. So, in the case of this brand, in the advertisement, we will give a separate information or news or give an article about the product and the features of the product also. Usually, brand pays the publisher for such an article. So, brand pays the payment or give an importance or give the reward or give the remuneration to the publisher of such an article. So, that is the important factors of this advertorials media. Next one, that is e-zines. That is the word derived from the magazine. The magazine is electronically converted, then at that time the media is known by the name e-zines. Okay. So, the term e-zine stands for the electronic magazine, and the name e-zine is derived from the word magazine. In terms of features, an e-zine is similar to a magazine in the sense that one has to subscribe to e-zines to read them. If you want to read a magazine, in the traditional time, you will purchase a magazine and read. But in the globalization period, in the recent times, it will be converted into the electronical magazines. So, we can avoid the printing charges and we can avoid or reduce the time for the publishing of the magazines. So, the e-magazine is the name e-zine is used to advertise a product. To subscribe to e-zine, read the article. Like magazines, e-zine also catered to a group of special clients, the readers, or who are the viewers. The viewers are the readers or the persons who are like to get or search the information about that particular article. E-zines publishers saw e-zines as an opportunity to reach an audience electronically and more economically than was possible with the print medium. In the traditional method, what is the better or the best quality which we can acquire by using the modern methods, that is more economics. It can reduce the cost and it can reduce the time also. Most e-zines are advertiser supported, but a few charge a subscription. The subscription is charged is the reward or the return for the e-magazines. Okay. Then the next one, that is the newsletter. Newsletters are similar to e-zines, that is the electronical newspaper. That is the name derived from the newspaper. The new term is newsletters, that is electronical newspaper. These give more industry related news and company updates. So, in this newsletters will give an advertisement about the related informations or the current news about current notifications about the company or the industrial informations. And the 10th one, that is the auctions, or in the name bid. Auction allows products to be sold via bids. We can acquire or we can give quotations or will call for the quotation, and the invitations are collected from the public, and it will give an auction for the advertisement. Next one, the spam email. Spam email is an unsolicited and unwanted email sent to every email address that the business can find or purchase, like the OXL. Then to the public they will give a spam email. It is not a correct way or the correct way to advertise, because it is a unsolicited or unwanted email. If you does not want, you can delete. If you want, you can click and get the information more about that particular mail. So, spam emails is the equivalent of bulk junk mail. If you want, you can search or collect the more information about that particular email. If you does not want that email, you can delete, that is spam email. Similarly, same term is used the targeted email. Targeted email is similar to spam email because it is sent without a permission to the public. Okay. The difference within the targeted email is the emails are sent only to people who match a certain demographic. In the case of spam email, all public, and if there is an email ID, the search engines will give the spam email. But in the case of targeted email, if you are interested, the person is interested in a particular area, in that case, if you a student, the emails related to that particular person is sent to the particular students. Or if you an artist or you are interested in music, that type of information only to be sent to that particular person. So, the targeted persons will get this information, that is the targeted email. But in the case of spam email, if there is you have any email ID, you will get the information. That is the difference between spam email and the targeted email. And the last one, that is the opt-in email. In the case of opt-in email is the only good form of email advertising. With this method, recipients have agreed to receive email from the business. That is the third type of email. First one, spam email to all the persons who have email ID. Second one, the targeted persons. Targeted persons means if they think, the search engines think that you are interested to learn about that particular one, in that case you can get the targeted information about the advertisement. And the last one, that is opt-in email. In this opt-in emails, if the person is requested to get the information, in that particular person only get the opt-in email. That is the difference between the three: spam email, targeted email and the opt-in email. Okay, clear. So, these are the different models in the case of the internet advertisement. I already discussed 13 models in today's class. These in the 13 models, you must study about 10 of the internet models. First one, banner advertisement. In the banner advertisement, you can see on the top of the web page, and there are 4 types of advertisements is used in the banner advertisement. What are they? 4 CPC, CPI, CPA and CPL, that is cost per click, cost per impression, cost per action, cost per lead. And the second one, that is floating advertisement. It is float on the web page about 10 to 30 seconds only we can see. It is most popular one because they take the viewer attention and cannot be ignored. They are animated, they have audio and video contents, and it gives a take up of the entire screen, and it will high click through the rate. So, these are the 5 factors which leads to a popularity for the floating advertisement. Next one, interstitials. If you want to see, when you can see the interstitials, the advertisement, if you jump from one page to another page, at that time you can see the interstitials. Next one, unicast advertisement. In the unicast advertisement, you can add, and the contents of the unicast advertisement, we can include sound, pictures, colors or movements or the animated things. It will also shown on to 10 to 30 seconds. Next one, the pop-up advertisement. It is shows on the a separate window is used to give the contents about the advertisement. Next one, the contextual advertisement. It will gives only the content of the advertisement only. Next one, the advertorials. Advertorials means it gives an information about a particular product, the features of a particular product only. The publishers will give the payment for this advertisement. Okay. Next one, the e-zines. E-zines in another form, another name for the electronic magazine. Instead of you reading a magazine that is in the printed format, we can use the electronic based e-zines. Okay. Then next one, the newsletters, that is the electronic form of the newspaper. In the advertisement, for the advertisement we can use, or the advertisement company use the newsletters, that is the electronic newspaper. We can avoid the printing expenses and the printing opportunities. Next one, the auction, that is equivalent to the bids. Next one, the 3 different types of mails: spam email, target email, open email. Okay, opt email. Then spam emails means if any person have an email ID, you will give the information or the advertisement to all the email holders. Second one, the targeted email means it will include only the persons who are interested in specified areas. For that purpose, the specified interested persons will only get the targeted emails. In the opt-in email, if the user opted that particular email or particular advertisement, at that time they will get the advertisement. So, these are about the internet advertisement. I think all are follow my class, and I will wind up my today's subject, that is the internet advertisement models. Okay, thank you.